Hello everyone. Now I'm going to tie my favorite nymph in several variations, and I will tell you what I think about each of these. It's not a big difference between some variations, but still, here they are. 3.5mm bead, size 12 hook. It's easier to see on the camera. Before it was my way to go size of the nymph, especially Pheasant Tail, but now I'm going smaller, so size 14 or 16 usually. And I'm going to start my wraps with black thread, UTC 70 denier. I'll stop like at the first third. For this one I'm going to use silver wire, size 0.18. For smaller you go smaller, thinner diameter. Put your wire on the side of the hook, secure it well, and go along the shank of the hook. So when you reach the final rear part, take your pheasant tail and now take a few of these curls and align them like 90 degrees to the stem of the feather and pull. This way you will align all those tips to be perfectly even. And now we can I'll put some spin to my thread, and then with 2 reps only I will secure my tail. This tail is even longer than I usually do, but it's okay. Now in not so touching turns I'm going until the point of the hook, and now in touching turns I'm going to build up a bit of taper here, and I'm going to go a little bit back and then again forward, and leave a slight gap here because you will need it. In counter wraps, do the pheasant tail herls towards the bead, and when you reach the end just grab it. So this gap that we made will provide us enough room to secure all the materials near bead without building up too much of a taper here. Snip off the excess. And now, because we were wrapping counter those curls, we can wrap this wire in the same direction as our thread, which will secure it even more when we tighten everything near the bead. So do those wraps tight, let them go into the pheasant curl. Now with 2 or 3 wraps over the wire and several in front. Now leave a small tag here, the wire. It's not so necessary, but I like to do it sometimes, especially on bigger nymphs. Leave the tag and fold it back, so when you go with your thread over it, it's going to be locked. And this wire can only be broken, it cannot be pulled out. Now, the one that I'm going to show you now is a difference between natural herl and artificial peacock. So I'm going to use those peacock herls. 1, 2, 3. Snip it off. Leave a bit of tag, you don't have to do it so close. Now in the clockwise direction, wrap it around the thread. It's going to add some durability to your fly, because peacock is a bit sensitive to the thread's teeth. And after each wrap, pull those small herls back. Okay, so after you think it's enough, unwrap it, hold it tight, and with your thread go as close as possible to the bead, and with 2 or 3 wraps secure your peacock herl here. Okay, so 2 wraps and then 1 in front, and this is locked. Now you can cut peacock and whip finish your fly. What I usually do is like 1, 2, 3, 4, lock, and then again same 1, 2, 3, 4, lock. So this is classic pheasant tail nymph, and it's one of my favorite. Now the variation is the same, just instead of this one I'll use artificial. Now it's very important to use as little as possible of the material, because if you build up too much of it, it's going to be ugly, not so good. So with less material you can build up nicer dubbing noodle, and with a thinner dubbing noodle you have more control, and it's even more durable again, because thick noodle will make a lot of those curls stick out, which sometimes it's of course good, but sometimes not. I'm going with the noodle over the bead a little bit, because now when I do my whip finish I'm going to slide down the bead, and it will blend with the peacock dubbing, so it's not so visible as with natural curl. This is it, finished variation of the artificial peacock, and this one is with natural. So not so big difference, except that this one with artificial peacock is more durable sometimes, maybe more shiny, but to me they all catch fish the same. So whatever you like, use that.